Sorry. Shedeur, what's up?
What's going on? How's everybody doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing great. Can't complain.
Sure, just first off, just how you doing mentally, emotionally, obviously. It's about what happened at your home. How you doing after that?
Yeah, mentally, emotionally, I'm in a great place overall. In life, it's always going to be adversity. Things aren't always going to go, as planned. But I would say, I'm prepared for everything.
What's your plan to approach this week, knowing now that you are going to get your first NFL start?
The same how I always am. Knowing exactly where everybody's going to be, prepare, understand that they have a great defense. They're coached by a great coach, and they have great players on that side of the ball. So just doing what I can, to prepare mentally, physically, emotionally, to make sure I'm my best self.
Shedeur, how much do you feel that with this start, if you play well, that you could sort of cement yourself as the starting quarterback moving forward?
I don't think too much into that, I think in the moment present today, I go over the game plan and make sure I execute that. When you start moving too fast in life, sometimes, you miss the small details of things. So I never want to overlook anything.
Shedeur, what's the 24, 48 hours after the Ravens game? What was your kind of process like in terms of deconstructing that game, going through your reps, and what were you able to kind of pull away from that you can build off of and as positives?
Really, the positives from that game is just being able to go in there, breaking that barrier, coming off the sideline for so many weeks, and being able to do that. I don't think a lot of people understand. How challenging that is from a rookie going into a game. Now, a lot of NFL vets, backup quarterbacks, they've been in the league. You feel me? I'm just coming out of college, So it's a different feeling, but I enjoy it. So, as the game went on and, I settled in, okay, I know what's going on. So as long as I get comfortable, which I am, each and every day, seeing the guys run the routes and being out there, it feels good. So I know for sure I'm going to do everything in my power, and as a team we're doing everything in our power to make sure we have success on Sunday.
Shedeur, how much are you looking forward to this week, getting all of the first-team reps, because Kevin said you're going to get all of them, to getting all of those first-team reps finally for the first time with the starters, and then having Tommy design a game plan to maximize your strengths and your skill set?
Yeah, I'm truly excited for that. Knowing that, I have a piece of offense and a say-so and how things fit my eye and place the players exactly where they need to be, seeing how they come in and out of routes, seeing the structure of the alignment, seeing they set, just having a feeling. Like, I'm more of a feel type of person, so that's how I learn, that's how I do everything. I'm going to just watch it, it's just going to happen. No, like, I got to be out there, feel it. I got to move around. It's like so many details that it takes for me, to feel my best and play my best. And I'm doing everything in my power, and the team's doing everything, to help me get prepared.
Shedeur, as you've worked behind the scenes, obviously we haven't gotten to see you at practice since training camp, but what are you most proud of, I guess, with your development so far, and where do you feel like you've grown?
I would say definitely, I would say mentally, emotionally. I know this is a trending topic that my house got broken into, but I'm in a mental space now to where, it's not too much that could faze me, honestly, what's going on. And none of my jewelry got took anyway. So, by the way, none of my jewelry got took. So now, it's just caught slipping. It happens.
Shedeur, you mentioned after the game on Sunday how you'd like to really understand the details of your receivers and what they like and whatnot. Just historically for you as a player, how long has that process typically taken you as far as, getting to a point where you guys can see what each other wants without maybe actually having to see what each other wants and likes?
Well, I would say I definitely have a realistic approach, and I know my development, as a player and everything, and mentally and everything, has to speed up due to the situation. So I just like new challenges, so it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun going out there, doing what I got to do. And the fact that we are up against time, we are up against, growing real fast. So that's what's exciting. That's what, is the rush, that everybody feels. That's what excitement. That's when everybody going to be in the stadium lit to understand how quickly, it is going to take for us to have success. And I truly believe it won't be long.
Shedeur, I know you have probably been envisioning this opportunity for a long time.
Question for you. How much is a college football field goal worth? 3 points or donations to scholarship funds for most?
I mean, you have a lot of fans who want so much, expect so much from you. What's your philosophy on managing expectations in a situation like this?
I would say, for sure, I'm my own biggest critic, So in certain situations in the game, even in that fourth down of that last game, I wish I would have just extended the play, So mind you, I don't listen to critics. I don't listen to anybody has to say that's not within the organization, not within the team, not within the family or anything. Because it's like everybody have their own perspectives, but they're not out there doing it, So or they done it in their past life and their time has passed. So I'm just thankful that I'm living in the present and now I have the opportunity to go out there and do the best I can. Will there be mistakes? Of course, but it wouldn't be as many mistakes, We're trying to minimize those most possible.
Shedeur, what was your dad's reaction to you getting the start, and will he be there on Sunday?
Quite honestly, right now, I'm not even, I don't know. I'm so focused on what I'm doing, I don't even be talking to too many people right now.
I'm sure you talked to him, though, yeah?
I ain't talked to him today or yesterday. I talked to Shiloh. Shiloh called me, but I said, bro, right now, if you want to talk, everybody just fly in and come see me, bro. I ain't trying to be on my phone. I'm not trying to do any of that. If you want to talk, just pull up on me, and then we can talk from there. But other than that, I don't even check my phone. Too many people have been texting me, are you okay? Yes, I'm fine. I didn't get robbed. My house did.
It's safe to say that Shiloh will be there then?
I think. Yeah, I think. Like I say, whenever it's either, I just say, bro, let me know. And I got enough people around me to communicate and the details with everything. So I'm fine.
How much of the support from your teammates has led to some confidence in this moment? How much have they kind of rallied around you from training camp to now to make you feel confident to go out there?
A lot. I would say the teammates are definitely a big portion of everything, but at the same time, they have their own jobs they have to do also. So I have to take that upon myself to know that I have the responsibility, to bring this team a win on our side of the ball. So I got to do what's necessary to do that.
Shedeur, when you look at some of those blitz looks that the Ravens showed you in the second half, what do you think that you maybe could have done better? And what do you think a week full of practice will allow you to kind of adjust to this?
I think I handled the blitz pretty good. I think it's some certain scenarios, I could have been tighter, with my footwork and anything. But when it comes from film study and from everything, there's a lot of things, from that side, I done well, and minus the couple things going into the game, of course, that I could change. But all that's about feel, all that's about a different feel and about getting the reps and doing everything like that. So I'm excited and doing to the game as the time went on. You've seen the comfort, you've seen all that, you've seen the juice behind it. So I know I could get to that place. So that moment was a moment of hope, and I hope we all have.
You talked about how excited
you've talked so much about how much of a comfort level you have with your hungry dog guys and how much you really love to throw those guys. Do you think that these guys will, the coaches will give you an opportunity to have some of your comfort hungry dogs?
See, I ain't got that much motion here yet. I don't have that much motion here yet. I got to win some games. I got to do what I got to do to be able to make some requests. But right now, I'm just excited to be on the field right now.
She talked about how excited.
Coach Stefanski said sometimes he and you in the mornings go over the tape of the previous practice regularly. What do you get out of those sessions, the one-on-ones with Kevin?
I gained a lot knowing, going through the checklist, going through the reads and all that. But look, all that stuff changes whenever you're in a real game. Like, honestly, it feels way different. I don't know. Hungry Dog's cool, but it's not like the real thing. You know what I mean? So, that keeps you, mentally, so you don't go out there and be a disaster. But I don't think I think it's cool. I don't know if it genuinely prepared you to go out there in the actual game, you know, and be able to dominate, you know.
You talked about how excited you were coming out the field Sunday, just getting your first NFL reps.
Well, I was excited after, you know, after I already thought about, like, dang, we really just lost that game. Like, it could have been so close, you know.
Right.
Could have been small details that we've done different to be able to win that game. So,
But
yeah.
so what do you think the emotion's going to be going out to take that first snap in Vegas on Sunday?
I think it's everything.
How many years has Allstate donated to participating schools for every field goal and extra point made? 20 years. That's not 1, but 2 decades of donations. Allstate's Good Hands Nets program has donated millions in scholarship funding. Allstate, you're in good hands.
Everything we all think. I think it's going to be exciting. I know a lot of y'all going to be there. I know you can't miss it. You cannot miss this moment. It'll be definitely exciting. We going out there with a purpose, going out there mentally ready, no distractions, no anything. And, you know, I'll be excited.
Your offensive line.
We're going to do Chris and then one more.
Just getting comfortable with your offensive line. How important is that, and how much does getting those live reps, just going into this game, just having have behind that offensive line, how much is that going to help you and them?
With the offensive line, you got to just be able to feel. You got to know the different things, you know, how to manipulate the pocket and stuff. So I think in the Hungry Dogs aspect, I'm an expert in that environment, you know. But with our guys, I got to still figure. We all have to feel each other and figure each other out. So that's the main thing. Doing what we need to do to make each other comfortable.
Shedeur, this has been a Mary Kay.
We'll do 2 more after this.
How much has it helped you to run sometimes the scouts and go against like a Myles Garrett and a Denzel Ward and a Mason Graham and Collins and those guys? How much has that helped you so far this year?
Help me in what way?
Just get ready to go against like Max Crosby and the things that you're going to face on Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, quite honestly, we have a great defense. We have one of the best defense, if not the best defense in the league. But I don't know if that directly translates to – I don't know if that directly translates that. Because you're getting a card and you're just going out there just being free. You know, like it's a total different – it's a total different thing.
Shedeur,
But also you do the speed and all that stuff, you know, it's similar. But, you know, like if a regular season game and when people say like a playoff game in a Super Bowl is a little bit faster. So whether it's in practice in the game, it's going to be like a tenth faster, you know. So.
Shedeur, you'll now be the 42nd starting quarterback since the Browns came back.
Hey, that's a good number.
This
that's ironic. That's
crazy.
crazy.
Franchise that has been starved for a franchise QB. What would be your message to the fans, kind of going into this game as you kind of start, you know, your NFL career really for the first time starting?
Well, I know our fans have hope, you know, and I'm the one that What'd you say?
Which
Yeah. For instance, I know our fans have a lot of expectations and hope, and I would be doing a disservice to myself and disservice to the organization if I didn't feel like I am the guy. I did everything I need to. I'm doing everything I need to prepare to be the best version of myself as possible. With the circumstances, everything got to be sped up, and that's great. You know, I like pressure in life. I'm just excited for everything. So, you know, I feel like I'm the guy. I know I'm the guy, but, you know, you just have to be able to see. The game got to speak.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate y'all.